Hi there, Doug Van Wyk with Life Express. I want to talk today for a few minutes about beneficiaries with life insurance. We see a lot of issues, a few common mistakes that we see, and I want to give you some advice on what we tell our customers as far as setting it up. So let's jump right into it. A couple of common mistakes that we see, believe it or not, is not naming a specific beneficiary. Some people think that their will is going to direct their life insurance policy upon their death. And that's just flat out not the case. If you put see my will in there as your beneficiary, that's not going to fly. So we always recommend that people list a specific person. Pretty straightforward there. This is probably the biggest issue we see is naming a child or a minor as a beneficiary. I don't recommend listing anybody under the age of 21 as a beneficiary. First of all, I don't know if they can handle that sum of money. But second of all, life insurance company will not pay anybody under the age of 18 or 21, depending on which state you live in. So we always recommend name an adult relative or a guardian. You know, I always say if something happens to both of you, mom and dad at the same time, who's going to raise your kids? Let's make that person the secondary beneficiary. Of course, typically the beneficiary with a life insurance policy, the primary beneficiary is usually the spouse. Another big thing that I would recommend is about every 5 years or so, please encourage your customers to update their beneficiaries. Life changes, marriage, birth, death, divorce. We see things all the time where beneficiaries are outdated and they haven't been changed for 20 or 25 years. So that's super important. Another piece of advice that we give to everybody is, make sure you talk to your attorney, talk to your CPA. How do they want you to structure your beneficiary? A lot of people these days are setting up trusts, partnership, corporations, LLCs. Of course, with our larger farming operations, we'll see different entities. But I would always say consult your attorney, talk to your CPA. How do they want you to set up your beneficiaries? A typical scenario, what we normally see is the primary beneficiary is, of course, the spouse. The contingent or the second choice beneficiary is typically the children. Again, we want to make sure the kids are over age 18 before they're listed as the beneficiary on a life insurance policy. Keep in mind, this can be changed at any time for any reason. The catch is there must be an insurable interest there, someone who's going to be affected financially if you pass away. You can't just make a stranger off the street your beneficiary. It's typically a family member or a business partner, something like that. So keep those referrals coming. I hope that helps you a little bit with structuring beneficiaries. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any updates. If you have specific questions about beneficiary setup, just let us know and give us a call. Thanks for your time today.